Adaptogenic botanical discoveries in recent years, botanical exploration has unveiled groundbreaking findings that are reshaping our understanding of plant life and its intricate relationships within ecosystems. From newly identified species thriving in remote regions to ancient plants rediscovered after centuries of absence, these discoveries highlight the dynamic nature of botany as an evolving science. The significance of these findings extends beyond mere curiosity. They offer crucial insights into biodiversity conservation, climate change adaptation strategies, and even potential medical advancements through natural compounds found in flora. As researchers continue their quest across diverse landscapes, from dense rainforests to arid deserts, each new discovery adds another layer to humanity's knowledge base regarding Earth's green inhabitants. Pioneering research techniques in modern botany. Modern botanical research is undergoing a transformation thanks to innovative techniques that enhance both accuracy and efficiency in discovering new plant species. These methods not only aid scientists in identifying previously unknown organisms but also contribute significantly towards preserving global biodiversity by enabling early detection of endangered species. Leveraging advanced technologies such as DNA barcoding allows researchers to analyze genetic material quickly without damaging delicate specimens. This non-invasive approach ensures minimal impact on fragile environments while providing precise identification capabilities essential for cataloging plant diversity accurately. DNA barcoding utilizes short genomic sequences from standardized gene regions to identify species rapidly and reliably. It plays a pivotal role in distinguishing closely related taxa which might otherwise appear identical under traditional morphological examination. Satellite imagery and GIS mapping integrates geospatial data with ecological models to predict areas likely rich in undiscovered vegetation. By analyzing patterns visible via satellites combined with ground truthing expeditions, teams can target high-potential zones efficiently, saving time and resources typically spent exploring less promising locations randomly. Remote sensing technology further complements fieldwork efforts by offering real-time updates about environmental changes affecting plant populations globally. Through sensors mounted aboard drones or orbiting satellites, scientists monitor deforestation rates, track invasive species spread dynamics, assess soil health conditions remotely, all contributing factors influencing where future botanical treasures may lie hidden beneath layers of foliage waiting patiently to reveal themselves once discovered. Notable species discovered recently. Several remarkable plant species have captured scientific attention due to their unique characteristics and potential applications in various fields ranging from medicine to agriculture. Among them stands out the Australia's Erythroxylum, recently unearthed deep within South American jungles, known for harboring countless mysteries yet unexplored by modern science. This particular find represents more than just an addition to taxonomic records. It offers tantalizing possibilities concerning psychoactive properties similar to those observed historically among other members within its genus family tree. Researchers remain cautious, however, given previous instances where initial assumptions based solely upon chemical composition led astray until thorough biochemical analyses confirmed actual therapeutic value versus hallucinogenic effects alone. Another fascinating revelation came forth when explorers stumbled upon Phytophthora cryptica, nestled among decaying logs in temperate forests spanning Europe and North America alike. Initially mistaken for common rot fungi responsible for widespread damage amongst commercially cultivated crops worldwide, closer inspection revealed distinct differences at molecular level, suggesting this organism possesses novel resistance traits against certain pathogens currently plaguing agricultural sectors globally. Beyond individual species identifications lies broader implications regarding how we perceive ecosystem resilience mechanisms, particularly amidst escalating threats posed by anthropogenic activities impacting planetary biosphere integrity continuously over decades now. Ecosystem impacts of newly identified flora. Newly identified plant species often play critical roles within their respective ecosystems, acting either as keystone elements supporting complex food webs or serving niche functions vital for maintaining balance among competing biological entities vying for limited resources available naturally occurring habitats. Taking Australia's Erythroxylum, Example discussed earlier illustrates precisely this phenomenon, wherein presence supports specialized insect pollinators whose survival hinges entirely upon access specifically tailored nectar sources provided exclusively by said shrub type during seasonal flowering periods each year. Without such symbiotic relationship, intact local fauna would suffer drastic declines, potentially triggering cascading extinctions rippling outward through entire networks dependent indirectly upon those foundational links established long ago, evolutionarily speaking. Similarly, Phytophthora cryptica exhibits unexpected utility despite initially appearing detrimental toward forest floor stability metrics measured traditionally using conventional indices assessing decomposition rates alone. Upon deeper investigation, however, reveals enhanced nutrient cycling efficiencies achieved through accelerated breakdown processes facilitated uniquely by enzymatic secretions produced endogenously within fungal hyphae structures, thereby promoting faster turnover cycles beneficial overall carbon sequestration capacities present within affected biomes. These examples underscore importance placed increasingly upon holistic assessments incorporating multi-species interactions rather than isolated observations focused singularly upon any given entity irrespective context surrounding it. Ecologically speaking, botanical discoveries and climate change adaptation strategies. As global temperatures rise and weather patterns become increasingly erratic, the study of botanical discoveries provides invaluable clues about how plants adapt to changing climates. Understanding these adaptive responses helps inform strategies aimed at mitigating negative impacts caused by human-induced climatic shifts affecting millions worldwide daily lives profoundly. One notable area of interest involves examining resilient native flora capable surviving harsher conditions than typical counterparts found elsewhere, geographically distant regions experiencing comparable meteorological stressors, simultaneously albeit manifesting differently depending local topography, hydrology, etc. Such comparative studies yield practical insights useful developing hardier crop varieties resistant drought, heat waves, floods, whichever predominant challenge facing agrarian communities, specifically targeted interventions designed to address pressing needs arising thereof. Moreover, tracking migration trends exhibited among wildflower blooms along latitudinal gradients serves dual purpose, scientifically documenting phenological shifts indicative broader-scale alterations occurring planetary systems concurrently supplying empirical evidence necessary validating theoretical projections generated climate modeling simulations used policy-making decisions governing land use management practices implemented governments internationally collaboratively. Through sustained monitoring programs coupled rigorous analytical frameworks, applied datasets collected consistently over time enables accurate forecasting capabilities predicting future scenarios, permitting proactive measures taken safeguard vulnerable ecosystems before irreversible damage occurs, rendering restoration attempts futile afterwards. The role of indigenous knowledge in contemporary botanical exploration. Indigenous communities possess extensive repositories, knowledge accumulated generations living intimately alongside diverse florists inhabiting territories inhabited since times immemorial, predating colonial era expansions altering indigenous lifestyles drastically thereafter. Their expertise encompasses nuanced understandings, ecological relationships, often overlooked mainstream scientific approaches prioritizing quantifiable metrics, measurable laboratory settings, occasionally missing subtleties, embedded cultural narratives passed orally through familial lineages, preserved collectively, memory banks accessible only through direct engagement, respectful partnerships initiated, mutually benefiting parties involved. Collaborative initiatives between ethnobotanists, scholars specializing intersection anthropology, biology, chemistry, and tribal elders, guardians, ancestral wisdom demonstrate efficacy, integrating traditional ecological knowledge. Contemporary methodologies yielding synergistic outcomes surpassing limitations either discipline individually incapable achieving independently. For instance, projects involving documentation medicinal uses, herbs utilized, healing rituals, ceremonies showcase depth understanding pharmacognostic principles underlying efficacy, treatments administered traditionally contrasted modern pharmaceutical formulations developed synthetically replicating active constituents derived originally organic sources. cases abound illustrating successful application. Indigenous botanical lore guiding location searches rare endemic species presumed extinct awaiting rediscovery through oral histories recounting sightings occurrences epochs past informing expedition routes. Leading subsequent verifications confirming existence indeed valid scientifically validated specimens later incorporated official databases expanding global inventory known vascular plants substantially. Such cross-cultural exchanges foster mutual respect appreciation recognizing legitimacy alternative epistemologies coexisting Western paradigms reinforcing necessity inclusive research agendas embracing pluralistic perspectives. Enriching collective comprehension phenomena studied ensuring equitable distribution benefits accrued resultant discoveries shared fairly among stakeholders engaged process originating initial inquiries prompting investigations undertaken. First place. Future directions in botanical discovery and conservation efforts looking ahead. The field of botanical discovery faces exciting opportunities intertwined with formidable challenges requiring coordinated international collaboration addressing multifaceted issues threatening global biodiversity imperiled relentlessly. Ongoing industrialization, urban sprawl pollution intensifying climate change accelerant degradation rates exceeding regeneration capacities ecosystems already stressed critically. Compromised states necessitating urgent remedial actions before tipping points reached irrevocably altering planetary equilibrium irreversibly. Emerging technologies promise revolutionize current investigative protocols employed detecting cataloging classifying novel organisms encountered field stations laboratories utilizing AI machine learning algorithms processing vast quantities. Images sensor outputs autonomously discerning anomalies warranting closer scrutiny manually vetted experts subsequently verifying authenticity establishing formal classifications integrated centralized digital archives maintained transparently publicly. Accessible platforms facilitating real-time updates global user bases benefiting scholarly pursuits recreational interests commercial enterprises seeking sustainable alternatives synthetic materials replacing petrochemical derivatives. Sourced naturally renewable resources harvested responsibly managed reserves designated protected areas monitored periodically evaluating compliance regulations enforced strictly penalties imposed violators violating stipulations outlined legal instruments binding signatories treaties ratified multilateral agreements fostering cooperative ventures transcending geopolitical boundaries. However, technological progress alone insufficient guarantee success endeavors unless accompanied robust ethical considerations acknowledging inherent risks associated exploitation newfound species commodification purposes potentially undermining conservation objectives intended preserve promote regeneration rather than exploit deplete finite stocks indefinitely. Therefore balanced approach mandated ensuring economic incentives align harmoniously ecological sustainability goals preventing situations arise wherein profit motives override precautionary principles established scientific consensus deemed prudent safeguarding fragile balances maintained millennia prior advent modern civilization imposing unprecedented pressures upon planet Earth's biospheric envelopes. To achieve this balance, interdisciplinary teams comprising biologists, economists, policymakers, and ethicists must work together to design frameworks that support both innovation and preservation. Initiatives could include funding mechanisms for conservation-based research, incentives for eco-friendly industries, and public education campaigns highlighting the intrinsic value of botanical diversity beyond immediate utilitarian gains. Conclusion the realm of botanical discovery continues to unfold with every expedition into untouched wildernesses revealing secrets held tightly by Mother Nature herself for eons unfathomable. Each new leaf unfurling holds promise unlocking mysteries hitherto concealed shadows obscured daylight revealing facets beauty complexity interwoven threads forming tapestry life itself. By embracing collaborative spirit bridging divides separating disciplines cultures ideologies working hand in hand nurturing growth sprouting from seeds planted sincerity empathy dedication towards shared vision restoring harmony disrupted ecosystems reviving lost traditions rekindling forgotten connections forging pathways forward illuminated wisdoms ancestors whispering winds carrying echoes stories told fireside gatherings long nights filled stargazing wonder contemplating cosmos origins. questioning existence, purpose, hereafter, navigating labyrinth journeys embarked upon today, shaping destinies, tomorrow's generations, inherit legacy, entrusted custodianship, stewardship, responsibility bestowed, humankind, paramount privilege bestowed, earth entrusted, guardianship entrusted, sacred trust upheld, vigilantly, diligently, ceaselessly, until final breath drawn, last heartbeat fades, silence absolute.